So this is a great question because I didn't know the answer to this either at first. I was unsure what exactly you were talking about until you clarified for me a little bit. So I went exploring in Nomad and I think I figured out the differences in these two features for you. So I'm going to explain them. So the difference between the voxel merge and just the Boolean merging is the number of triangles and the resolution within each circle. So basically, on the outside, it's going to look exactly the same if you do taking away the shape with the Boolean or with the voxel merge. So we'll look over here, say let's do voxel merge. We got that cut out. If we go over here and we do Boolean instead, cuts it out like that. So another thing that I learned while I was playing around with these options actually is if you hide both of your circles and you choose either that voxel merge or the Boolean, and you do that, then it will keep whatever that section is overlapped between those circles, which is a really interesting feature that I'm going to play around with more. But the way we can demonstrate and look at what is the difference between these two functions is actually by turning on our wire masks. Because if you look, this circle has a denser wire mesh than this one because this one's smaller, right? So if we select them both and we go and just do Boolean, it's going to merge those together, but see how that mesh is still different. So this is a multi-resolution mesh. And we can go in here, we can smooth it and see how it's trying to warp those to kind of help merge them together. Versus if we undo that, we have separate shapes again, and we go to Boolean and we do voxel merge, then multi-resolution is going to be lost. Then we have a uniform mesh resolution all over our shape. And so I think it's going to depend on what type of things you're wanting to do, depending on which one you choose. So if you're cutting out a shape, then it might be easier to just do the Boolean, keep whatever resolution of the shape that you're cutting out of. If you are merging multiple shapes together, especially high resolution shapes, it's probably going to be best for you to do the voxel merge and get that all the same resolution, because I was playing with it a couple nights ago while I was doing some different sculpts. And I found that if I was sculpting a more detailed sculpt and then just did the Boolean without the voxel merge, the remeshing, then I was starting to get meshes with a lot more triangles, a lot more quickly than I ever do when I'm just voxel merging and kind of remeshing as I go. So that's the two differences between those two functions. I have never actually used just the Boolean function. It's good to know now because when I was learning and looking at tutorials of how to cut shape out of that one, the voxel merge did what I needed, so I never really went searching for anything else. But that is the difference between those two. Hopefully that is answering your question. And I learned something today. Hopefully y'all learned something today too. I hope y'all have a good one. Bye.